Are we living our best life or just faking them? Do you ever scroll through social media and suddenly feel behind? Like everyone else is living a luxury life. Perfect skin, perfect relationship, designer bags, traveling every month. Here's the truth. Most of it is fake. And today we are going to talk about it. Let's talk about the perfectly created chaos of life and why it has to stop. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassie. By the topic of this video, you already know what we are about to talk about. The glamorization of fake life, especially amongst us women. We see it everywhere. Social media, reality TV shows, even in our own circles. The perfectly filtered photos, the extravagant life just for the gram, the constant need to project an image of having it all together. But at what cost? What is the real story behind all these facades? I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I have noticed how it impacts not only our perception about others, but our own self-worth. And I'll break it down. So grab your popcorn, your drink, whatever it is, and let's have this discussion. Let's have this conversation. Let's be honest, this isn't new. Humans have always had the desire to present themselves in the best possible lights. We live in the world where appearances has become more important than reality. People are spending more time curating a life rather than actually living it. But why are we glamorizing fake life? Why are we celebrating people for being good at pretending? This video is for the young girl who is watching and is wondering. For every woman that is tired of pretense. You will agree with me that social media has amplified this fake life to the extreme. We are bombarded with videos and images of perfect lives. And it's easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We see the highlights, not the struggles. And let's not forget the pressure to keep up. So let's not get it all mixed up. Let's define fake life real quick. Fake life is borrowing to impress, showing the good days but hiding the struggles, living for validation and not peace. Acting like you are booked and busy where you are actually burnt out and broke. You just have to form booked and busy. Meanwhile, you're burnt out. We see them, so it's not like it is, not like I am just saying it. It is actually happening. And you, on the other hand, to be like, oh, everything is, working for this person. How come it is not happening for me? As a content creator, I have seen people front booked and busy a lot just to keep up the already existing fake life that they've already mapped out for themselves. It's happening and we know it is fake. We know it's a lie. People don't glamorize fake life for no reason. There's a psychological payoff. You get likes, you get complimented, and you feel admired, but at what cost? It starts small. A filter here, a lie there. Then before you know it, you can't tell who you are without putting up a performance. And the saddest part is we now confuse fake life with success. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, it is all highlight reels. Nobody posts their bad days. Nobody posts when their account balance hits zero. But when we scroll, we begin to compare our behind the scene and, somebody's show, red carpets. Social media was meant to connect us, but now it makes us feel less than. And let's not even talk about the pressure that it puts on women. Yes, women. There is this unspoken competition amongst women. A need to feel that we are successful, happy, and living our best lives. But who are we trying to impress? And at what cost? Another one is the mindset of if it's not expensive, it is not worth buying. We are being sold a lie. And it's time to stop buying it. As women, we already carry so much pressure. Beauty, career, family, and now we are expected to be effortlessly soft, flawlessly feminine, rich, successful, and still humble and spiritual. It is exhausting. This fake life is pushing many women into anxiety, depression, and even dangerous situations just to maintain a look. In Nigeria, in fact, in Africa as a whole, it is even deeper. We are in a society that praises blowing by every means possible, every means necessary, just blow. No one wants to ask how someone made their money. Now, instead of asking questions, we say, God, when? But see, not every testimony is divine. People are getting into serious debts just to flex. Buying things they can't afford, living above their means. Why? Just to be seen. Meanwhile, some are sleeping on the floor after posting hotel selfies. Others are borrowing to buy birthday cake and balloon decor. In fact, you don't even need to borrow anymore. Just go and rent. There are people who rent. Okay? There are people who their job is to surprise yourself. You just pay them and they come put fake boxes, all empty boxes, and you come in and act surprised. Yes, there are people who that is, how we have event planners. That is how you can actually, book for a surprise for yourself, for you to surprise yourself. Another one is, in case you don't know, some people who travel abroad, they will try and gather all the money in this world and see that they leave the shores of the country. And once they get there, there are people who rent empty designer packages, empty designer boxes. There are people who just rent them and, for pictures. You just take your pictures, and after taking the pictures, you return their merchandise because another person is waiting on the line for them to, rent and also take pictures. Okay, so that that everything you see, not everything, but most things you see online on social media are all fake, and people are glamorizing it. People are happy. People are celebrating these things. I don't care if people are celebrating it, to be frank. All I care about is the fact that people are putting so much pressure on themselves just to live up to that fake life. That's where the issue is. And of course, yes, I have problem with celebrating it. Why would you even celebrate it? I have problem with celebrating people without knowing their source of income, which is why I'm making this video, by the way. Sometimes I even wonder if these people do not have shame. Like, how do you confidently come out and post things that are not yours? Or maybe empty box, all those people that post empty boxes. Don't you have shame? Don't you have shame? Nothing is itching your body. It's telling you that this thing isn't right in any way. Or is it the fake couple goals? Some of the most perfect online relationships turns out to be the most toxic behind the scenes. At least we've seen a lot of people come out, a lot of these, perfect couple goals that we glamorize, that we celebrate a lot. We've seen a lot of them crash. We've seen a lot of them come out to say how it is all for saves. It is all, camouflage. It is all for, for fronting. It is all for the gram. We've seen after breakup, they start telling the truth. People stay in toxic relationship just to keep their influencer brand intact. This constant pressure to project a fake image has a serious impact on our mental and emotional health. We are constantly comparing ourselves with others, leading to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and even depression. I've mentioned this before. We are losing sight of our authentic selves, and we are sacrificing our own genuine happiness for the approval of strangers. And this is especially true for young women. I have young girls, And this is one of the reasons why I say I am adding social media commentary to this channel. So brace yourself, you guys. Brace yourself, because a lot is coming on this channel, because I am going to be calling out some BS. I'm going to be opening your eyes to a lot of things. I have my opinion, and trust me, it is strictly my opinion. And I'm doing it for myself as well, because I am raising girls. I am raising young women, young kids, because I have a boy as well. Young kids that will eventually find themselves on this social media space. These young women, I have taken it upon myself as a job to enlighten them, because they are growing up in a world where fake is a norm, and they are struggling to navigate their own identities. And we are also creating a culture of dishonesty, because truth be told, we are not being honest to ourselves or to each other. This creates a toxic environment. We need to start being honest and more real. Now, I'm not saying that there are no real people who are genuinely wealthy and just posting and living their normal lives. In fact, it is witchcraft not to allow people, not to allow rich people, wealthy people live their normal lives. No, I'm not talking about those people. This is for those that are constantly being pressured to keep up with fake life. The fake it until you make it school of thought is not helping you at all. The more we glamorize fake life, we disconnect from who we really are. We start believing that we are not enough until we are seen a certain way, until we are seen as being successful. You see, real joy, real confidence, that comes from being grounded in truth. You can't heal in a life built on lies. You can't heal in a life built on lies. So how do we break free from this circle of fake life? It starts with self-awareness. We need to recognize when we are falling into the trap of comparison. And we need to consciously choose to be more authentic. We stop chasing the illusion and we unfollow what makes us feel inadequate. We pause before we post something just for applause. And we start being okay with being real. Being yourself. There's beauty in simplicity, in growth, in showing up as your honest self, even when it is not perfect. Curate your social media feed to reflect positivity and authenticity. Unfollow and mute any page you see that makes you feel worthless. Focus on the good in your own life rather than comparing yourself with others, especially online. And be grateful for things that you have. Share your vulnerability with trusted friends and family. Prioritize real life connections. Spend more time in engaging in meaningful conversation or interactions with people in person. Embrace your imperfections. Nobody is perfect, and that's okay. Celebrate your unique qualities. You have them. Take social media breaks. Give yourself permission to disconnect and, recharge. Remember that everyone is on their own path and there is no need to compare. Focus on your own journey. Be kind to yourself. You are enough just as you are. We need to start a movement of realness. We need to encourage each other. We need to create a safe place where women feel comfortable being themselves. We need to be the change that we want to see. We need to start having honest conversations about pressures that we face. And we need to support each other in breaking free from the circle of this fake life. We need to show the next generation of women that they do not need to be perfect. They just need to be themselves. If you're watching this and you feel behind, discouraged, unseen, please know that you are not behind. You're not late. You're not less. You're just on a different timeline. Do not let someone else already edited life make you question your real one. Stay grounded. Stay grateful. Let's make this a safe space. Share in the comments. Have you ever felt the pressure to live a fake life? Or being hurt by someone that is living one? Let's talk about it. What are your thoughts? And if you're tired of the lies, tired of the pressure, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear this. Real life is beautiful, even the messy parts. Embrace it and watch your life transform. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye, guys.